Yeah, Carl Walker, they're speaking after the game. Any danger of him showing us some new gears?
Do you know what?
No,
you're right. But he's kind of right what you're saying. You know, we are only 2 games into a tournament. We're going to get out the group. But when you're dropping stinkers like that, and not just ones and twos, but the vast majority of the front line, when they're all playing like well below par, you got to ask questions, mate. There's something not right. You know, he's right, basically what he's saying, but so are we.
Yeah.
You know, he's got to put that brave face. Can I just also, no one's mentioned the pitch.
The pitch went great.
The pitch was terrible. I wonder whether Carl Walker might have injured himself. You know,
he nearly got injured, didn't he? Looked like he'd done his ankle.
Was giving away.
Yeah. Disappointing, really.
Yeah,
a major tournament.
No, that's not an excuse, by the way.
No, it wasn't not an excuse for how bad we were, but yeah, the pitch weren't great. But Denmark seems to pass it all right on it. Yeah. Let's go to Colin in the shed, the Man United fan. Right, Cole?
Right, Cole.
Hello, good boys. Well, we won Southgate an embarrassment, but I'm going to take you two to task. You're an embarrassment.
Of course.
But after the Serbia game, I suggested that Bellingham had scored 8 and Foden at 10. And you poo-pooed me. It's there.
We never poo-pooed you, Colin. What are you going on about? We've never poo-pooed that argument. No, we're just saying that Southgate's not going to do it.
No, we didn't poo-poo.
Colin, I'm not having that, mate. Sorry, mate. I'm not having that. We've never poo-pooed that because we've been saying that for months.
Colin, I said that. In fact, O'Hara said it about 3 months ago, and I would have played Foden on the left. It wasn't I saw him in the FA Cup final. I felt, you know what, Bellingham has to sit deep. So
I think what we did say was that Bellingham's been brilliant as a number 10.
Yes.
We have said that.
Yeah.
But after the Serbia game, and you said, what do you think? I said they were unbalanced, and he picked the same team again. We're unbalanced. We've got to get Gordon on the left, or somebody could play left. And I did say also, sure, I don't care if we played 50 minutes. And I said, put Bellingham at 8. He said, no, he's not going to do that.
No, he's not going to do that.
He's not going to do that, Colin. It doesn't mean that we don't agree with you. What we're saying is...
You did say you didn't agree.
Say again?
You did say you didn't agree with me.
Well, I agree with you.
I just think you can play Declan Rice as a sitter. You can play Declan Rice on his own, sitting in front of the back four, and you can play Foden and Bellingham in front of him. And you can play Gordon on the left, you play Saka on the right, you play Kane up front. I mean, you've got all your best players in the best positions. I don't understand why why we're making it so difficult for ourselves. And the only problem that you've got then is Kieran Trippier at left back. But, you know, that's something you have to accept because we ain't got any fit left midfielder, fit left backs. But everything else, really and truthfully, answers everyone's question. Rice sitting, Bellingham and Foden in the midfield in front of him. Like Liverpool play, like Man City play, like Arsenal play. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know why he's so against it.
The players did look scared today about moving forward. Everything was back, sideways, and everything else. And yeah, the pitch was awful, but they played on it all right.
Mm.
No, I wasn't criticising the pitch for the performance. I'm just saying the pitch was terrible.
No.
The pitch was terrible.
It was awful, but it just we're so unbalanced. It's unbelievable.
Mm. No, I agree, Colin. I agree with you now. I agree with you at the time. You know, but he won't do it, Colin.
He's got to do something.
Well, he's got to do something. For me, Gordon on that left-hand side, the natural. Do you know? Talk the left-hand side.
Palmer, honestly.
Rashford's brother, right, his agent, right, put on social media. This is Rashford's brother. Apparently, he's put. It's hard to sit and watch when you honestly believe your man could make a difference. Well, he's going to say that, right? He's going to.
You know how I feel about Rashford.
I know you're right. You're right.
Like I said, we 100% should have took Rashford. He runs beyond. He knows how to score goals. He can do something out in the ordinary in a game that's in the balance like that tonight. Rashford could have come on and made a difference. Yeah, he's been toilet for Man United this season. Yeah, he hasn't run around. I get that. But tournament football, I think Rashford would have made a difference. But he ain't there.
But he ain't bringing on Gordon.
I know.
He's bringing Eze off the left.
Bringing Eze on.
Eze's...
Really? Eze plays number 10 for Crystal Palace, by the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We look at it and go, hold on a minute. The only actual proper left winger that we've got hasn't played.
No.
Anthony Gordon.
No.
He hasn't played yet.
No.
It's remarkable, really. Remarkable. No. I can't believe what I'm watching. I really can't believe it. I feel like Southgate is starting to lose it.
Yeah, good. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Cole.
All right, Cole. Let's go to Michael, who's a Man United fan. All right, Mike?
Oh, how are you guys doing tonight? Because that was actually terrible tonight. It was useless. You can start from top to bottom, we wouldn't even pass the ball quick enough. We gave them too much space. Every time we were going forward a little bit, we're going back. And I mean really back, because I tell you what, if we go any further back, Kane would have been in our bloody goal. That's how bad it was. We kept going back and back. And I'm thinking, these guys play for like any other team in the Premier League. They will playing front football, counter-attacking all the time, fast pace. Tonight, it was more like watching walking football.
It was walking pace, pedestrian.
Yeah, but the manager's got to go. He's got right after this competition. He's got to go.
Yeah, I think that's a given. Yeah. I think he's gone.
I mean, he's like, have we found a new Ten Hag? I didn't think we could find another Ten Hag. This guy tonight has proved he's another Ten Hag.
Ten Hag wins trophies.
Yeah, but you said but Jamie, this is what gets me. You actually said, I think if you're right for a Man United job, really?
Well, yeah, no, but that's because I'm going off the tournaments that he's had in the past. But when you delve into it and you do look at it, he's so boring as a manager. It's so painful to watch.
If you ask any Man United supporter, that's why you wouldn't want him in your football club as manager. Thank God we kept Ten Hag in a way. It'd be even worse.
Pochettino wouldn't be a bad shout for England, I tell you.
Look, there's no point in having that conversation about Southgate right now leaving his post. That conversation, it's coming around the corner.
That happens in a couple of weeks when we're out.
Absolutely, right? When eventually leave the tournament, that conversation will take place. Right now, that conversation is a non-starter. It's not happening. So we need to think about what we can get the best out of this squad now. What areas are really falling and failing? What areas need surgery?
Well, energy, for one. Energy.
Well, that comes from everything, mate.
I mean, that's
not even air. That's a prerequisite.
That surely isn't hard to have and ask players to at the highest level.
No, that should be a prerequisite, mate.
You know, and pressing, an organised press together. I didn't see that tonight at all. Jude Bellingham at one point, he was the highest player, and he was running. He was chasing 3 players on his own. I was watching, going, what's he doing? Running around on his own. Let's go to Emilio. He's a Spurs fan. Emilio.
Yeah, you right, guys?
Hello, mate. You okay?
Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah, not too bad. I think, well, apart from that performance tonight, really.
Yeah, I mean, look, we just keeps talking about the same thing, but it's
You know there's a problem when Højbjerg's man of the match. You know what I mean?
Was he man of the match? Was he?
Yeah, I thought he played well.
He was, and he did play well, to be fair to him. But
but Emilio, the thing is with Højbjerg, what he lacks in maybe creativity and world-class attributes, it gives you in heart and desire and energy and passion, that will and determination. That's what's got him to the highest level. And that's why his performance today was brilliant. I would have loved Højbjerg in midfield for us today. Because he goes after players and he tries to win the ball back high. And he don't give you a second on the ball.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true, Jamie. It's true. But that's because that's where he plays. Do you know what I mean? We've got Trent playing in the midfield. He that's not where he plays. You've got, for me, you play Adam Wharton in the midfield. Nobody's expecting it. You know what I mean? Nobody really knows how to play against him. Nobody knows much about him. And that's where he plays. And I think that's where Højbjerg plays, so he's able to play like that. Do you know what I mean? And I think, we've got players playing that position, Trippier left back. I think, somebody made a point earlier, bring Mitchell, who plays next to Gahey. And, things might look different. But we've got 2 players playing out of their natural positions. And I think...
The problem Southgate's got, though, now, Emilio, right, is... I don't disagree with that. And I haven't seen him enough to know if he can handle it at the level.
Well, Mainu, for me...
Mainu's one you can play.
But Bellingham, we made this point... Well, I'm just repeating myself.
But even on the... the problem he's got now, right, is he's brought 4 players on today. Conor Gallagher done all right, I thought. And he had to be a little bit tentative in the end because he got booked. He brought 3 players on up front. Watkins, all right, he got half a chance and he looked lively, but that was not difficult. They haven't made an impact. So now he's got to look at someone else. He's got to look at Palmer. He's got to look at Gordon. He's got to get it right. He must be scratching his head. That's the issue. There's too many players now where you're looking going, who do I play? Where do I go? Where do I turn to?
Well, because Gordon and Bellingham
Trent
must
can't
be
play again.
Gordon and Bellingham must be Gordon and Palmer, they must be sitting there thinking, everyone seems to have had a go at the minute, and we haven't. There must be a part of them feeling and thinking like that. And I tell you what, now's not the right time, but
I'll tell you what
on
the best
Monday,
case...
we'll talk about the team that you should play on Tuesday.
The best case scenario, right, for England right now, next game, he plays Kobe Manu or Conor Gallagher. Fresh legs. He plays...
I think he's going to go Conor.
He plays Cole Palmer. He plays Anthony Gordon. And they set the world alight. And then you go into the knockout stages with players going, bang, we're at it. Because at the moment, I'm not seeing how we can go any further in the tournament. Knockout stages will crawl through until we play a decent team. That's what it looks like to me. But hopefully, you might look at it and go, something happens in the next game which sets us alight and gets us going. Because we ain't started yet. We ain't turned up in this tournament, nowhere near it. Keep your calls coming in. We've got Rhino coming up. We're going to have a little chat, get some odds, but we'll take your calls as well. 03 717 22 344.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.